happen.
Pero bago
Okay.
lahat, Mr. Chair, meron na akong kikwento na reliable talaga ang lie detector test, polygraph test. Depende kung sinong agency ang gumagawa. Of course, in this case, NBI, mas lalo pa para sa akin. Although pag meron akong kailangan may polygraph test sa programa ko, Truth Verifier yung na-hire namin, which is also a very credible agency sa detector test. Ikikwento ko lang po, recently meron pong isang pamilya minasakar, yung misis pinatay ng tadtad na saksak kasama yung kanyang dalawang anak. Okay? And then, na-interview ko po yung mister. Sinabi niya na wala siyang kinalaman doon sa krimen. Bakit niya gagawin yun? Bakit niya papatayin yung kanyang nanay, ay kanyang misis at yung kanyang mga anak? Imamassacre niya. Hanggang sa yung mga police blanco, they don't know kung sino yung suspect. Nung lie detector test ko po, yung si mister, nung makita ng mga police na deceptive siya, doon nagkaroon ng idea yung police kung paano nila atakehin yung pag-imbestiga. So ang ginawa ng mga police, pinariinak yung father nung pamilya at doon nahuli siya. And because of the lie detector test, inamin ng kapulisan nang dahil po sa inyo Mr. Tulfo, nung hinamon mo ng lie detector test si Mr. at pumayag, doon namin siya nakahon. Pero kung hindi dahil sa lie detector test, hindi namin siya makahon dahil sobrang kasinungalingan parang ginagawa nito. Kumbaga, matindi sa pagsisinungaling yung Mr. kasi palagi niya sinasabi, bakit ko imamasaker yung misis ko at dalawang anak ko? Why would I do that? Hindi pa naman ako sira ulo. Pero dahil sa lie detector test, nakahon siya. Now, having said that, ano sa palagay mo, pasado ka o hindi? Wala mo.
Ako po yung nagsasabi ng totoo.
Hindi nga, ang tanong ko lang, sa palagay mo, ikaw ba'y pumasa o bumagsa? Yun lang sagutin mo.
Basta po ang sa akin.
Hindi nga, sagutin mo lang sa palagay mo, anong feeling mo? Feeling mo ba ikaw ay pumasa o bumagsa?
Opo, pumasa po.
Pumasa.
Senator Tulfo, matanong ko lang with your indulgence. Nung po kayo ay sumailalim sa lie detector test, kasama po yung inyong mga abogado?
Wala po, si Attorney Mortel lang po ang nandoon.
Attorney Mortel.
Opo.
So, wala yung abogado nyo sa loob?
Wala po, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Pero may abogado nandun, yung committee chairman, yung committee secretary.
Papirma lang noon.
Okay, go ahead.
And upon your request, kasi sa ngalan ng patas na pag-hearing dito, di ba, ako naghamon sa inyo at hanggang sa pumayag kayong dalawa after consulting with your lawyers. And then, sabi ko, para maging patas, hinamon ko rin yung dalawa at pumayag yung dalawa. Tama? Maliwanag. Ikaw lang, tapos akit na ako. Lumilitaw dito na ikaw ay deceptive. Ikaw ay nagsisinungaling. Bumagsak ka.
Senator Tulfo, in the interest of fairness and in the presence of the Commission on Human Rights, the chairman is directing the committee secretary to furnish a copy of the polygraph results to the counsel of the Ruiz couple. Para alam niyo po yung pinag-uusapan. Patas po dito sa committee ito, bibigyan po kayo ng resulta, official result ng polygraph examinations. Comsec, pakibigay na. Tuloy niyo po, Senator Tulfo.
So, yun sinasabi kanina, nung pagpasok ko rito, ang dami tayong mga witnesses, ang dami natin pinag-usapan, pag ilang araw natin hearing, ang bottom line dito is, kung ikaw ba ay sinungaling o hindi. Ito na yung end game para sa akin. Kaya akit na ako after this, hindi na ako atin sa masusunod na hearing because for me, nandun yung satisfaction ko to prove for me and to everybody here na ikaw ay from day one nagsisinungaling at tama lang na ikaw ay nakulong sa baba at ang gusto ko mamaya pati ito mga kulong. So ito magpapatunay na ikaw ay nagsisinungaling. Period. Nakwento ko na, dagdag ulit, medyo backed up ulit. Sinabi ko lang kanina, Mr. Chair, meron ako isang case na nasolve ko, massacre ng isang family ng dahil sa lie detector test. Dahil sa lie detector test, yung pulis alam nila kung paano atakihin yung pag-iimbestiga, nakahon hanggang sa Mr. Chair umamin yung padre di pamilya na pinatay niya yung kanya mag-iina dahil sa selos. Yun. Okay? Yun lang po, Mr. Chair. Salamat, Mr. Estrada, Senator Estrada.
How accurate is a polygraph test?
Sir, actually, if you ask examiners from NBI, 99%, sir. We cannot say
Are there
100%.
any other agencies who conducts polygraph tests?
Sir, we have PNP
PNP.
and other private corporations, sir.
All right. Who conducted the polygraph test dito sa dalawa? Sa dalawang witness?
Sir, sa dalawang witness, yung kay John Mark, kay John Mark po ako po yung nag-examine.
Okay.
Tapos kay Patrick naman po si Greg Peran po.
Patrick Simbahan.
Yan, Patrick Sambahan po, Your Honor.
Sambahan po si Mr. Peran po yung nag-conduct ng polygraph test.
Kasi both results indicate that there were no specific reactions indicative of deception to pertinent questions relevant to instant investigation. Both of them, ito yung kay John Mark tsaka kay John Patrick, pareho ang resulta. So, ibig mo sabihin, hindi sila nagsisinungaling.
Yes, Your Honor.
No spike ng heart rate, no spike ng blood pressure, nothing whatsoever.
Yes,
Nothing, no indication.
Tanungin ko, Senator, may ininom ba kayong gamot na ano? Ha? May maintenance na ba kayo?
Wala po.
Nag-high blood ba kayo?
Hindi po.
Ha? Hindi kayo low blood?
Hindi po.
So, Mr. Pasillo, thank you. Are these documents admissible in court?
It depends upon the discretion of the court, sir.
But are there other courts who admits these pieces of evidence as evidence in court?
For the benefit of Senator Estrada, while he was upstairs, I mentioned a Supreme Court decision as well as the ability of administrative bodies, including the Department of Labor, to admit this. Plus, this can serve as for corroborative purposes. This will corroborate other evidence. But there are courts indeed that would admit this, but not that conclusive as per the Supreme Court decision I mentioned a while ago.
So this might add probative value in this hearing, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And this will just confirm that these witnesses present today, not only John Patrick and John Mark, are telling the truth. At itong mga mag-asawa, itong base sa inyong polygraph test, ay talagang nagsisinungaling. And that is your findings.
Yes, Your Honor.
If I'm not mistaken. All right. Maybe, Mr. Chair, I just would like to follow up the previous motion that the chair hasn't acted yet with regard to the citing of contempt against Mr. Pablo Ruiz and
For that, the committee will take notice of all the polygraph results consecutively from 2023, that's 046, 04B, 04C. Is there a 04D? Sabi na all. Magkasama pala yun sa spouses. So this will form part of the records of this case. COMSEC. But before we dispose of that, there is... Yes, Senator Estrada.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Chair. Madam Franz, meron na kayong kaso na hinaharap ngayon?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Anong kaso? Okay, you may answer.
Will allow the counsel to
Yes.
speak on behalf of the clients.
They are currently facing the following cases, Your Honor. First, they have a case with the CHR, Commission on Human Rights, regarding the alleged violation of the rights of the complainant. Second, Your Honor, they are facing serious illegal detention charges filed with the OCP of Batangas.
Is that bailable?
That is a non-bailable offense.
All right.
Aside from that, Your Honor, they are also facing serious physical injuries. That is a bailable offense. And they are also facing violation of the anti-human trafficking law, as well as violation
bailable?
of the... Yes, Your Honor. As well as violation of the Kasambahay law, Your Honor.
So there is only one case that is non-bailable, and that is serious illegal detention. Am I correct?
For the time being, Your Honor, but if my information serves me right, there are other cases that will be filed with the OPP of Occidental Mindoro, Your Honor.
With the
Office of the Provincial Prosecutor, considering that the witnesses actually appeared before the said prosecutor's office. So
what are the possible charges that can be filed against your client?
I would assume, Your Honor, that it would be in the same nature, although they might refer to different time frames, Your Honor.
Including serious illegal detention.
That is my anticipation, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Before we proceed, since the council is now holding the microphone, the chair would like to determine, from your own personal perspective, has the committee been fair in terms of the proceedings? Allowing the Ruiz couple to explain, giving time and space for the Ruiz couple to counter the allegations made against them. From your personal perspective,
yes,
naging patas ba ang komite?
Maybe we can ask first the spouses before the council reacts.
We can ask. Siguro kahit isa na lang magsalita sa kanila.
Si Ginang Franz.
Ginang Franz.
Naging
Naging patas
patas
ba
ba?
ang komite sa pagdinig ng kasong ito? Kayo po ba ay pinagmalabisan ng komite? Kahit po minsan tumataas po ang boses dito ng ilang mga senador, kayo po ba ay nakaranas ng pagmamalabis buhat sa Committee on Justice and Human Rights? Kayo po ba ay hindi tinrato ng maayos sa inyong pangkasalukuyang detention at sa pagharap sa committee ito? Kayo po ba ay binawasan ng karapatan habang naririto? Gusto namin marinig.
Siguro hindi mo na kailangan tanungin yung abogado mo. Dapat alam mo kung patas ba ito o hindi ba naging patas itong pandinig para sa inyong mag-asawa.
Ako po ay nagpapasalamat, Mr. Chair and Your Honor, sa pagkakataon namin magsalita na bagamat po iba ang aking opinion sa mga opinion nila at minsan nakapagtaas ng boses ang mga
Kaya siguro kami nagtataas ng boses dahil nagsisinungaling ka. Wala naman kami karapatan magtaas ng boses kung talaga mga totoo ang mga sinasabi mo. Nagtataas kami ng boses dahil nagsisinungaling kayo. Nakita mo na ba yung tsura niya? Lahat ng testigo, tinuturo ikaw. Ikaw, at wala nang iba, kundi ikaw. Ilan testigo ito mga nandito ngayon? 5, 6, 7, 7. 7 testigo nagsasabang ikaw mismo nagmaltrato dito kay Manang LV. Paano hindi tataas ang boses namin? Pare kasinungalingan na sinasabi mo. At meron pa tayong polygraph test na nagsisinungaling ka. Oh. Ilan yan? 7. Ikaw, sino testigo mo? Meron ka ba presenter rito? Na testigo? Na magko-corroborate sa'yo sa mga sinasabi mo? Nasasangayon sa mga sinasabi mo? Meron ka ba dinala? Kung meron ka dinala, di sana pinakinggan namin. Oh. Itong mga ito, naglabasa na lang ito dahil naawa kay Aling LV. Hindi naman namin sila inimbita eh. Nagkusang loob sila pumunta rito para magtestigo sa ginagawa mong maltrato rito kay Aling LV. Makatao ba yung ginagawa mo? Hindi na makatao yan. Makahayop na yan. Mas masahol pa sa hayop yung ginagawa mo.
Maybe as a gentleman to refrain from and probably just exercise objectivity and cooler heads without offense, Senator Estrada. Alam niyo, Senator Estrada, kasi siya yung gumawa ng kasambahay law. Kaya ayaw niya rin na makita yung nagawang batas na hindi nasusunod at hindi umiiral.
Hindi lang yan, Mr. Chair. Kaya naman, I'm sorry for raising my voice. Kaya naman talaga ako umiinit ang ulo ko, tumataas ang boss ko. Dahil nakikita ko itong tao na masyado mo minaltrato. Habang buhay na siya mabubulag. Hindi mo ba naintindihan? Kung sa'yo ginawa yun, habang buhay ka mabubulag, matutuwa ka? Matutuwa yung mga kapatid mo? Matutuwa yung mga anak mo? Tingnan mo. Tingnan mo yung itsura. Nung pumasok sa'yo si Aling LV, hindi ganyan itsura niya. Ilan taon na kayo, Aling LV? 44 years old lang. Pero tingnan mo yung itsura niya. Parang mas matanda pa sa akin. Parang 70 years old na, 80 years old na sa ginawa ninyo. Sa ginawa mo in particular. Hindi na makatao yan.
Estrada, you can have your water also, my dear colleague. So we have two pending motions here. One is this committee is in receipt of a letter of reconsideration dated 19 September 2023, order of contempt against Franelyn Garcia Ruiz. So this is treated as a motion for reconsideration to reconsider and set aside the order of contempt dated 19 September 2023 against Franelyn Garcia Ruiz, and to order. The prayer of the council is to order the immediate release of movant Franelyn Garcia Ruiz. After having deliberated and consulted with the members of the Senate Committee on Justice and Human Rights, the committee resolves in open hearing to deny said motion. Let the council as well as the committee secretariat note that pursuant to Balag versus Senate, this is a Supreme Court decision dated July 3, 2018, under GR 234608, the Supreme Court ruled that the period of detention will last upon the end of the legislative inquiry of the Senate. And the legislative inquiry of the Senate would terminate in two instances. One, upon approval or disapproval of the committee report under sections 22 and 23 of the rules of the Senate. The committee report, within 15 days after the conclusion of the inquiry, the committee shall begin to consider a report. Number two, action on the report. The report, upon inclusion in the order of business, shall be referred to the committee on rules for assignment in the calendar. Those are the only two instances. And the third one would probably mean the legislative inquiry of the Senate also terminates upon the expiration of one Congress. We're now talking of the 19th Congress. So the implication of the denial of the motion for reconsideration is that Mrs. Franelyn Garcia Ruiz will continue in detention under the auspices of the Sergeant at Arms. Is there another motion? Any other motion?
Well, Mr. Chair, I would like to second the motion of Senator Tulfo with regard to the contempt against Mr. Pablo Ruiz.
There is a pending motion coming from Senator Tulfo, duly seconded by Senator Estrada, to likewise detain within the premises of the Senate, pursuant to the rules of the Senate, the person of Mr. Pablo Ruiz for the same reasons as considered by the committee when it detained Mrs. Ruiz. Having considered the same as meritorious, the committee hereby approves the detention of Mr. Pablo Ruiz under the same conditions, and the Sergeant-at-Arms is hereby directed to facilitate the implementation of the same, subject to the appropriate medical examinations, right of visitation by relatives, as well as the right to counsel. So, approved in open session given this day of the 25th of September 2023. OSAA is hereby directed to cause the detention.